Tell us about what your experience was like today. What happened?
Well, my experience was it was pretty good. You know, I never been ghost hunting personally. You know, I watch videos on YouTube and, you know, TV shows here and then. You know, but personally, you know, I'm not a disbeliever or non-believer. You know, because I believe that spirits and entities, you know, are real, but ghosts are just a figment of our imagination of what those spirits and entities are, or what their position in this realm is. You know what I'm saying? I believe that spirits and entities are good either way. They're not out to harm. They just want to be heard. You know, we label them as ghosts because we think they're going to cause us bodily harm or spiritual harm, and really they just want to be free and break outside of the realm that they're stuck in, you know, or the stagnant purgatory state that they're in, you know. But that's how I kind of see it. I wasn't really so much scared or, you know, fearful in a way. I was intrigued because this is my first experience. But I will say that it was a pretty modest experience, you know. And to see those signs, you know, Muscle being, you know, his friend calling him his nickname and you know, everything, it was something to see, you know. But that's my take on it, you know.
Do you people that are watching this to see gonna say, hey, we faked it, da da da? You know, from your experience, was anything fake? Did we manufacture anything?
No, to me it was all 100% genuine. That's the sense I got from it, you know. I would say that, you know, my mind, I did, you know, allow myself to not believe it at first because I thought it was just your typical, you know, just going here to see what we could find. But my take on spirits and entities, you know, and with that being said, you know, I had to see it for myself. If anything, I wasn't even scared. I was fascinated, you know, communicating with the dead, see what their mind is, you know. And it is what it is. It is what it is, you know.
How do you feel about when they spoke to all of us, and they told us it's not a joke? And before we left and prepped, we told you don't go with no joking. How do you feel about that?
Well, in a way, you know, I feel like, you know, I could have shed some light on it, you know, but I feel like it would have kind of disrupted the mood or vibe we was kind of going for, you know, because we wanted everything to be sincere. You know, an experience like this, it is no joking around. This is serious. You know, I'm a guy who likes to be funny and joke around, but in this case, I had to put on my my serious face because, you know, I don't play around with shit like this. Not in a bad way, not because I'm scared, but because I'm intrigued by it. I'm fascinated by it, you know. I have a very morbid personality, you know. I'm into shit like that. So it's like, it's the same as like going into like a cemetery late at night, or, you know, going into the Cecil Hotel, you know, where, you know, Alyssa Lamb died, and just visiting the water tank she was found in, you know. Or going to the Columbine library, the library in Columbine High School, even though they refixed it, you know, just having that morbid, you know, sense of curiosity and just intrigue, fascination, just to be there where the shit happened, you know. Kind of like, you know, or visiting, if the Oxford apartments were still up, you know, where Jeffrey Dahmer killed and mutilated his victims, you know. It's just, I just say, like, you know, it's a pretty good experience, you know. So, and I do believe, I may not believe in them as ghosts, you know, because I when I hear ghosts, I think of Scooby-Doo, but I do believe spirits and entities are real, you know. I believe that they want to be embraced, they want to be heard, they want you to embrace them and acknowledge them, because, you know, they're people too. They were once physical human beings, so why not give them a voice? You know what I'm saying? They're not, you know, the only way they'll hurt you is if you believe they'll hurt you. They won't hurt you if you believe that they won't hurt you. Kind of like, you know, when people say they struggle with demons, mental health wise, same shit, you know. So
Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, since we talking about ghosts, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Nah, I don't really got nothing else to say.